And they're off. Racing away for the Singer Arkle Challenge Trophy, this novices steeplechase over nearly 2 miles. Fast and furious early on. Kopek Des Bordes to the outside of Lulamba. Hair-raising jump there from Kopek Des Bordes. Lulamba, and to the inside, Kargese. Right in behind him is Steel Ally in the dark blue and white. These 4 across the course in the early part. As they get over fence number 2, the mistake there from Kopek Des Bordes. He rather dragged his back legs through fence number 2. Handside is currently second to last, and in the red and black, Jacks Jr. is the overall trailer. So settling towards fence number 3, and it's the mare Kargese, who won the county hurdle here previously, leading narrowly from Steel Ally as they come to take the third now. Lulamba is close up behind in yellow and black. Kopek Des Bordes jumped that one better than the previous as they come quickly now towards fence number 4, which will be the last in another circuit's time. Kargese then will lead them as they run into the country and towards the fence on the side. Lulamba is in second place. Steel Ally is a half a length behind him in third. And then Kopek Des Bordes in the dark blue and pink to the outside, Handy in fourth. About 3 lengths away to Hansard and Jacks Jr. as they come to take this plain one going away from us. Kargese landed out in front. She leads by a length and a half to Lulamba in second place. Steel Ally is next on the inside of Kopek Des Bordes, and they're racing in third and fourth. Hansard is in fifth and Jacks Jr. is last of them as they race down towards a plain obstacle. And over that one, okay. All jump the 6th fence, no problems. Kargese over Lulamba, and then Kopek Des Bordes. Steel Ally close up as they come to take the water now. Then came Hansard and Jacks Jr. all over the water, okay. Perhaps a slight bobble from Hansard on the landing side. Now they run towards an open ditch, and as they do so, Kargese just about joined in the lead by Lulamba over the ditch. A good jump there on the outside from Kopek Des Bordes in third. Only a half a length back, and now closing up for third again is Steel Ally. Jacks Jr. and Hansard continue to race together at the tail of the field. Getting out over fence number 9, okay, and now they're about to climb towards another open ditch. Jump number 10. Kargese on the inside of Lulamba first and second, with Steel Ally handy in third. Kopek Des Bordes still pretty keen towards the outside in fourth as they take this open ditch. Now he jumped that one well again, didn't he? Kopek Des Bordes, he's up at a third now. Hansard relegating Jacks Jr. to be a definitive last at the top of the hill then. They're about to race towards what will be fence at number 12, and as they do so, it is Kargese and Lulamba who dispute on the downhill run. From Kopek Des Bordes, 3 lengths behind him in third. Steel Ally is now just been pushed along in fourth from Hansard, and then Jacks Jr. has always been towards the rear. On they go then towards 3 hour. Kargese with a narrow lead from Lulamba in second. Kopek Des Bordes over in third. Then Steel Ally and Hansard and Jacks Jr. the back marker and losing touch. They're racing then towards the home straight for the final time. We're now just 2 more fences to take, and it's Kargese who shows in front under Danny Mullins, and she leads by a length and a half to Lulamba. Kopek Des Bordes is moving up towards the outside and looking threatening. Hansard is now into fourth as Steel Ally weakens. Into the home run they go. Kargese will lead them on the approach towards 2 out. Kargese from Lulamba, who jumped it a little low, and Kopek Des Bordes comes out cruising to the outer. Kargese and Kopek Des Bordes, they come to take the last together. Kopek Des Bordes slightly pitched on landing, and now momentum back with Kargese on the far side. And it's Kargese by 2 lengths. Kopek Des Bordes is trying to come back at her. Lulamba in third, heading up towards the line is Kargese under Danny Mullins for Willie Mullins for Ken Alexander. Kargese has won the Arkle from Kopek Des Bordes in second, Lulamba back in third, then Jacks Jr. and Steel Ally.
It's the 4th Cheltenham Festival success for Danny Mullins. They said the Arkle was a 2-horse race, not for the first time. Danny did not read that script. Congratulations. Were you setting a pace on an experienced jumper, a fast horse that suited yourself?
I think so. You know, everything was being made of how wild Kargese is, and there's a brilliant bit of wildness in there, but I'm lucky enough to have ridden her enough that I've connected with her now, and she will listen to you in a race. And you know, even myself and Paul Townend always chat about her, and he's won a few races on her as well. Very unlucky not to win at the Dublin Festival. Ruth at home does an amazing job with her every day. You know, at home she's hard work to get her just to relax and do a normal canter, where race speed is a little bit easier to manage on her, but it's her jumping that's her asset.
she's taken so well to fences, hasn't she?
She has, you know, she's always been a good jumper, and I think riding her in her juvenile days, her good jumping was putting her in positions where she wasn't settling, where now that she's listening, her good jumping is a serious asset to her, where it was always very good, but for the wrong reasons in the younger days, where now, and especially over fences, where you have so many big fences coming at you, it's a strong asset.
Now, talk me through the race from your perspective, because there were so many things happening all the way through the race, all around you. Were you actually quite serene throughout?
I was happy, yeah, jumped out, settled, a few came up beside me in places. I think there was one down the back we got tight to, but got away from that very fast. And you know, I suppose we're down the hill in neutral, and once I'd engaged top gear, Paul was maybe quicker off the bend than me, but I knew a good jump and a long run in, I still had a chance of winning, and we got the job done nicely.
She shouldn't be underestimated, should she?
No, definitely not. And you know, I don't know where's the ceiling with her, but Paul will probably come robbing her again in the future, but hopefully she'll be there again. It might put him in a position where Ille Tom and her are in similar races. That'd be nice.
Absolutely. And the rest of today, can you spring a surprise again in the champion hurdle with Poneroth?
He's definitely not a no-hoper. He's got to improve from Leopardstown, which I think he will. Experience and fitness. So, you know, it's 2 mile championship race and anything can happen. He jumps well and he's a strong stayer.
And obviously more importantly than the champion hurdle and riding the winner of that is riding a winner for your mum and your dad.
Definitely. So I've the first leg is today. My mother blazed away in the Ultima, and if I can get that job done, the pressure will be on for Tony with Letos and the Pretemps.
You don't want to win for one and not for the other?
Oh yeah, be off the Christmas list then, for sure.
Well, very, very best of luck in the next as well with Madness Stell, and congratulations on your Arkle success. Well done, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Willie Mullins has just seen the 1-2 in the Arkle, probably in the reverse order to what he was expecting. Kargese the mare has beaten Kopek Des Bordes.
Yes.
What an eventful race. What were you thinking? What was your live thinking like?
Well, coming to the last, everyone's thinking you're going to win it one way or the other, and I'm thinking, oh no, any power twice. I said one could fall over the other. My glass was half empty going to the last, but you know, and I thought Paul had it won, and then he just genuflected. And Danny's Kargese, she's just so tough. Look at her racing career, and she never gives herself an easy race, but she jumps well and gallops all day. She's really tough, and Danny got everything right in front.
Do you think she was a little bit underestimated coming into this because everyone had eyes on the duel?
I think so, yeah. I think she was, and you know, I just thought, well, what a second to have. Behind Kopek Des Bordes. Obviously he lacked experience, but he was doing all the right work at home, and I've had him to the race course twice, given him 2 really good gallops against really good horses, and his form on his schooling days was fantastic. But I thought, you know, Kargese, she is a good second, and she's there with a good chance.
And she's taken to fences so well. You've got 2 really good 2-milers for next year as well, and the rest of this season.
And she's not the biggest mare in the world either, but she's strong. You know, when you stand behind her, you see the strength of her. And to me, that counts an awful lot. A lot of people, we all go for sort of big, fine big horse that carry 12 stone over fences, but I love horses with width as well. And that's strength in my book.
And all that experience you got into her as well. I mean, I know she came off second best in the Irish Arkle, but what a huge race she ran, and all of that has stood to her today.
It is. It all came to the fore today, and when the race presented itself, she just took her chance.
Reflections on the Supreme. I'm sorry to hear that Leader Dallier was lame this morning.
Yeah. He did his normal canter in the morning, came back to the yard, was drying off fine, and then vets were checking, you know, as they do for every horse in every race here, and he trotted up fine, and then he turned and trotted back lame. So whatever he did when he was turning just did something, and it was that quick. I mean, another 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and he was running. So there you are, sound trot, 50 yards, back another 50 yards, not sound. It was very hard to ring my owner up and tell him that, and but that's, you know, at least he's sound.
Yes.
and it didn't happen during the race, and maybe worse might have happened if it was during the race. So I always look at the good side of things. There'll be another day. And I thought he was going to run a really good race. You know, people were asking me for an outsider with a chance who had a bit of a price, and he was the one I was giving most people this week. His homework was good, and I felt his last win was good. And even though he'd only, was it 2 runs over hurdles? He had 6 runs on the flat in France and won 5, and that huge experience. And he had a lot of jumping done in France as well, so I felt he was a little under the radar.
Well, we'll bear him in mind for the rest of the season. And,
Exactly,
is Mighty Park okay?
Seems okay, yeah. I'm trying to figure out still what happened. I mean, the English blitzed the Irish.
I know.
4-0. I mean, you
We
finished
don't
the
remember
first.
what that feels like, Willie.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, all our form is on real winter form. To me, it's the wettest winter we've had since I've been in Clough Sutton. And it's the wettest winter. You know, and all our Irish form is probably on wet ground. Whereas I think the ground today is probably riding a little faster, is it? I haven't been talking to a lot of the jockeys. You might have.
It has,
But
a little bit.
you know, maybe the English form is better than you think it is.
Maybe the novices are better.
They could be, yeah.
Right, okay. Great to catch up with you. I'm sure we'll be chatting many times over these 4 days. Best of luck for the well, yes, quite. Best of luck for the champion hurdle and more immediately for the Fred Winter here.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.